Hello learners, in this video we are going to see past continuous tense. Past continuous is one among the 12 tenses and one among the 4 past tenses. The format of the past continuous tense is subject and be form, past form of the be form and continuous form of the main verb. Right. In the affirmative form, let's have the format of all the 7 pronouns. I was watching. Here I is the subject and was is the auxiliary verb and watching is the main verb. Right. I was watching. So past continuous tense. We were watching. He was watching. She was watching. It was watching, we were watching, you were watching and they were watching. This is the affirmative form of all the 7 pronouns. And the negative form is we must add not after the auxiliary verb. Right. So I wasn't watching. This is a negative form and we weren't watching, he wasn't watching, she wasn't watching, it wasn't watching and we weren't watching, you weren't watching and they weren't watching. In all these sentences we have added not after the auxiliary verb to make it negative. Interrogative, we have to replace the first auxiliary in front of the subject to make it as interrogative. Right? Was I watching? Were you watching? Right? Was he watching? Was she watching? Was it watching? Right? Either you can say yes or no for this yes or no type question. Were we watching? Were you watching? Were they watching? In all these sentences, we have just moved the auxiliary in front of the subject to make it verbal question, interrogative. Look at the question. What was he doing yesterday at 7 a.m.? He was having a shower, right? It was happening in the past, right? So, we have used the subject he and was as auxiliary verb and having as the main verb, right? So he was having a shower yesterday at 7 a.m. This is the answer for this question and the tense we have used here is past continuous. What were you doing yesterday at 7 a.m.? Can you answer this question? Yeah, you should have used past continuous tense to answer this question. What was he doing yesterday at 7:30 a.m.? He was having breakfast. What were you doing yesterday at 7 a.m.? For this too you should have used past continuous tense. What was he doing yesterday at noon? He was playing football at school. What were you doing yesterday at noon? What was he doing yesterday at 4 p.m.? He was doing his homework, right? So for past, the question is in past continuous tense. So the answer should also be in past continuous tense. We have used the same tense for the question and the answer. What were you doing yesterday at 4 p.m.? After answering it, we move to the next. What was he doing yesterday at 9 p.m.? He was watching TV. Right? What were you doing yesterday at 9 a.m.? So 9 p.m. For this you should have answered in past continuous tense. Right? Was she watching TV yesterday at midnight? So this is verbal question. We have started the sentence with an auxiliary verb was. So the answer for this question is either yes or no. Here No, she wasn't watching TV at midnight. Or you can answer, yes, she was watching TV yesterday at midnight. So these two are the possible answers for this question. Was she having dinner yesterday at 9 p.m.? Yes, she was. Were you having a bath yesterday at midnight? What's your answer for this question? What were you reading last month? What's your answer for this question? What were you doing before this class? What's your answer? What were you doing before you went to bed yesterday? You can give your answer here. What were you doing last Sunday morning? You can think and you can answer in past continuous tense. What were you doing yesterday while your mother or father was cooking? What were you doing yesterday afternoon when your mother or father arrived home? You can give your answers in the comment.